Teen Bobski Hockey. We're here brought to you by Eversaw Construction out of Appahawk. If you have any construction needs, give those guys a call. They'll deal with your project, big or small. Give Rob a call. Tonight, this is a very, very big game. We're getting down to the tail end of the season. Hampton has 3 games after this one. Sussex has 4 games after this one. Right now, Hampton leads our team by 2 points in the overall standing. It's a must-win for the Sussex team, to be honest with you. I'd say it's a must-win for either team. Here in the south, there's the Lancaster team, Hampton, Sussex, and KV. KV seem to be on fire and really have one of those spots locked down. Only one of the other 3 teams is going to get to carry on here into March. So it's a race. So right now, these guys are the ones we are in the race against. Same can be said for them. Again, crucial game. Mitchell Carr will be in net. Nolan Anderson. That guy didn't bring his hockey gear. So, it's all on Mitchell. Doesn't have to worry about getting pulled. He's never been pulled before, but that's the situation we're in. I believe Frank Brown will be starting for the Hampton team. Again, we're very familiar with these guys. We've played with them numerous times, both for and against. Sam Gilbert came alive, I would say, last spring and became a dominant goal scorer for this team. He's one to watch. He's usually a game breaker. Ryan Boyce, I would say, is a very overall skilled goal scorer. They have a lot of other guys like Gregory, Liam Gregory, and Cole Hooper. Ellie Hatfield. I mean, I can go through the roster. They get a good squad. Actually, heck, I will go through the whole roster anyway. We got number 1, Frank Brown in net. Cale Wanamaker, number 3. Ryan Boyce, number 5. Bradley Morrison, number 6. Number 7, Patrick Troop. Number 8, Liam Gregory. Number 9, Wesley Frazee. Number 10, Cohen Berube. Number 11, Ethan Fowler. Number 12, Jax Winters. Number 15, Ellie Hatfield. Number 16, Cole Hooper. Number 18, Jace O'Brien. Number 22, Sam Gilbert. Number 25, Landon Rankin. Number 43, Grayson Damon. And the other goalie, Hudson Crosman. And that is your Hampton Huskies. It would appear we have Parker McLaughlin, Cohen Neal, and Wesley Tabor starting us off. On the other side, I see Ellie Hatfield, Sam Gilbert, and Grayson Damon. And we are moments away from puck drop. Last time we played in this rink, there was a little bit of controversies with the referee, but I didn't think he had a bad game. New official here tonight. And the puck is dropped and we are underway. Parker McLaughlin fires one in Frank. Frank makes a quick and early glove save. 7 seconds in. Their coaching staff, Neil Damon, John Rankin, Ethan Fowler, and Ryan Boyce Sr. Ellie Hatfield's able to get it out. Nice pass up through the D. Shot, goal. Sam Gilbert starts us off very early. I don't know how he was able to creep behind the defenseman so easily there, but Sam Gilbert starts us off real early. 11:44 remaining of the first, 16 seconds in, and Hampton is on the board. Seemed like he crept behind Jack there. Jack, usually one of our strongest defensemen. I'm not sure how Sam was able to sneak back there. Here comes Sam again. Sam able to put it along the boards. It's going to go back for Cooper Gregg. Cooper gets it. He's getting surrounded. Puts it over to Cohen Butcher. Cohen Butcher up for Rhett Proctor, who gets it up for Jay Cunningham. Jay Cunningham loses the puck to the Huskies. Huskies make a pass over. Cooper Gregg's going to be the first guy back there. Cooper he played most of the first of the season as a forward. We brought him back to defense and moved Wesley up here in the last handful of games. Cooper was a bit of a scoring touch for us up front. Kind of disappointing to lose that just because we have been a little snake bit when it comes to goals. Rhett Proctor. Here comes Emmett Tabor. Emmett's able to beat them to the outside. The Huskies do a great job of keeping him into the boards. He gets tripped up. Everybody's over there. Felix Travis backhands it back behind the net. Puts it way back for the D. Chaserette, wrist shot. Landon Rankin. Here comes Emmett Tabor, throws it away out front, but they can't go into the zone. They're still offside. Now they have it. Jax Winters with it. Jax Winters makes a nice little move, gets around the D, takes a shot, goes behind the net. Hampton finds it on the sidewall, have possession. They're able to come out with it. Rhett Proctor, a little stick lift there. Ryan Boyce with it, pushed up against the boards. Ryan still protecting it between his feet. Ryan able to come out with it. Picked off by Rhett. Rhett tries to move it up for Nate Adair, but it gets past him. It's going to go down the length. There will be an icing coming back in our zone. 9:26 remaining of the first period. It is a 1-0 hockey game. Hampton Huskies with the lead off the goal by Sam Gilbert. Sam played with these guys last year with the Kings County Coyotes team. That's where Hampton and Sussex have their teams united in the U11 group. Because of that, Hampton and Sussex have been quite close through these age groups. Back to the point. Stopped by Rhett Proctor. Into the feet of Rhett. Thrown up for Cohen Neal. Cohen Neal up for Parker McLaughlin. Goes past Parker. Wes Tabor gets it. Wes does a good job getting it in. Tries to backhand pass it to the center. It's picked off by Ryan Boyce, though. Up for number 12, Winters. Nice little poke by Winters. Got a 2-on-1 going the other way. Shot. Mitchell makes a save. Makes another save. Good job there by Mitchell Carr. Patrick Troop. Throws it way up, Boyce gets it, throws it down, Rhett Proctor has it. He's got a man coming on, Grayson Damon. Parker, Wesley Tabor finds it, takes a bit of a shot, gets stopped by a Hampton stick. Pat Troop with it. Pat Troop looking for Ellie Hatfield, goes past them both. The trajectory of that. Could have been an icing, Mitch decided to play it. Ellie Hatfield with it now. Sawyer brought down, able to move it back to Berube. Cohen Berube puts it off the boards. Grayson Damon tying up with Jack Merrill. Jack's trying to get it out of there. Looks like Sam Gilbert behind the net. Jay Cunningham with it. Jay's going to move it over for Butcher. Just behind, to pass a little behind the play. Comes down. No icing. Jack moves up for Sawyer. Sawyer tries to play it up for Cunningham, but doesn't come out. Damon with it now. Grayson Damon behind the net. Out front. Sawyer doesn't quite get it. Sam Gilbert tries to turn and fire. Here comes Cole Hooper. Cole Hooper, I think, could have easily had a AAA spot if he went for one. Puck creeps out. Landon Rankin's able to get it over. Trying to figure out who number 16 is. That's Cole. Jay Cunningham off the boards to himself. He's just going to muscle his way through there. The captain holds him up. Nobody touches it. Fortunately, we would have had too many men. Cooper Gregg. Hooper puts it behind the net. Chase O'Brien with it. Chase O'Brien centering pass. Back to the point. Frazee. Frazee takes the shot. Loose puck. Another save. Landon Rankin shot. Another save. Brett Proctor. Off the boards. Got for Nate. Nate drops it off for Emmett. Emmett right on the doorstep. Frank, I believe, makes a big save. Cooper Gregg. Cooper getting into a lot of traffic. Brett Proctor doesn't hold the line. People get onside. Brett marches right in, puts his puck wide though. Brett Proctor with it again. Brett just tosses it into the zone, goes for a line change. Actually, he hasn't got the line change yet. No, he didn't go for a line change. Jack's winners. Here comes Boyce to the outside. Boyce, one of the bigger scoring threats on this team. O'Neill. O'Neill, a Belial boy. He's played with the Hampton guys in the past. Surratt throws it in. Berube with it. Cohen Berube puts on the brakes. Berube moves it up for winners. Comes Sam Gilbert. Tries to take a shot from way out, hits Jack in the arm. Jack with it. Moves it up for Wesley. Wesley goes across for O'Neill. O'Neill crosses center. Loose puck. Thrown in by Grayson Damon. Jack Merrill's going to be the first one there. Jack moves it up for Wesley. Wesley. Damon. Should be offside if they touch it. Jay and Butcher kind of collide. Jay finds the puck again. Holds the line there, just barely. Butcher. Shot. Frank with the save. Loose puck. Throws it back on net. Behind the net now, though. Sawyer. Sam Gilbert goes to try to pick it up for the Hampton team. Jay Cunningham has it. Sam does come out with it. Sam gains the zone. Takes a shot. Wide of the net. It's behind the net now. Cooper Gregg with it. Cooper Gregg up for Butcher. Butcher up to Cunningham. Landon sticking with Jay Cunningham, gets brought down there. Comes Cole Hooper. Brett keeps him out to the outside. Cole's able to keep that puck though. He had Jace O'Brien wide open there. Landon Rankin. Butcher gets it out. Frazee goes way over to the far side. That wasn't too many men. He hadn't come on yet. Was it just offside? Because the other guy wasn't on the ice yet. Okay, just offside. I was scared. 2:35 remaining of the second, or the first period, I'm sorry. Here we go. Surratt. Up for Felix. Felix Travis. Felix working hard in there. Behind the net. Does hit the net. Mitchell kind of threw off his D there. He was going to play it, and then he got nervous. I think he wasn't going to play it, and then he decided he was going to play it again. Winners, first guy there. Jack. Emmett comes in, helps him dig. Boyce. Boyce attempts the shot, comes back to him, back to the point. Just goes up the boards. Emmett Tabor. Emmett playing pretty deep. Back checking for us. Emmett's there now with it. Emmett's just going to toss it in and go for the change. Way up. Too many men. Bench minor against Hampton. 1 minute left to play. It will be a power play for the Sussex team. Face off down in the Hampton zone. Again, Hampton came out and scored early with 16 seconds. I think it might be Patrick Troop serving this penalty. Yeah, I believe it's Patrick. Okay, final minute of play. Sawyer. Ellie Hatfield comes out with it. Ellie tries to move it into the middle. Rhett Proctor finds it. Brett's going to weave his way in here. Brett, he's got Emmett with him. Takes a shot, scores. Rhett Proctor scores early on this power play to tie this game going into the second period. 46 seconds left of the first. About 13 seconds into the power play, the bench minor by the Hampton team. Rhett Proctor had Emmett as a distraction, took the shot himself, and hit it. We got a new hockey game. This goal brought to you by Sussex Tire. Sawyer. Sawyer moves it around the boards. Brett Proctor moves it down for Cooper Gregg. Cooper Gregg up to Sawyer Tremblett. Sawyer Tremblett just going to throw it in. 21 seconds counting down on the clock. Picked up behind the net by number 3, Cale Wanamaker. Cale puts up the boards to Gilbert. Gilbert over to Ellie Hatfield. Back to Rhett. Rhett loses it. Falls. Sawyer with it down. Sawyer just trying to muscle its way down there. He's tied up with Bradley Morrison, I believe. And that is the end of the first period. And it is a 1-1 hockey game after one. Great period by Mitchell. Again, one of them was able to sneak behind us there. Sam Gilbert's goal, able to get behind the D. Had a breakaway there. Sam's become quite the good shooter, like I mentioned in the pregame. Here we go. Period 2, brought to you by Eversaw Construction. Puck is dropped and we are underway. Puck thrown in. Wesley Tabor. Bouncing puck. Shea Surratt. Shea just pokes it in there. Moves it up for Landon Rankin in a race here with Jack Merrill. Jack Merrill behind the net. Ooh, Jace O'Brien almost came away with that. He would have had a good line to the net. Landon Rankin with a now good little stick lift there by Jack Merrill. Landon tries to put it out front, chipped away by a Sussex player. Moved up, Parker with McLaughlin. Parker's gonna throw it in. And it is off the boards. Wesley Tabor. Just a kind of scrum going on along here. Referee kind of the way. Jack Merrill backhands it in, but Ryan Boyce gets it. Ryan Boyce, he's going to come out with it. Ryan escapes the zone. O'Brien stays on side for him. Ryan speed wobbles, throws it into the middle. Emmett Tabor tries to do a big wind up and hit it, but swing and a miss. Nate Adair. Oh no, Ryan DeMerchant. I'm sorry, Ryan DeMerchant, number 4. I don't think Nate Adair's here at all. I apologize. Good little defensive play there by Morrison. Thrown into the middle, Winters. Rhett, he's the goal scorer for our team. Puts it about 4 feet above the net. Cooper Gregg finds Rhett Proctor. Rhett takes a shot from way out, hits the net. Emmett down here deep, battling. Demers with him. Or DeMerchant. Out front, Felix. Felix just lightly puts it on net. DeMerchant in the corner gets it over to Ellie Hatfield. Ellie Hatfield moves up for Winters. Winters has a Fowler with them. Ellie Hatfield and Fowler into the zone. Puck's behind the net. Cooper Gregg, first one there. Chips it back behind. It's going to go to Grayson Damon. Damon throws it out front. Brett Proctor picks it up. Brett Proctor plays it way over for Felix. Felix accepts the pass. He's got Berube with him. Berube corners him out. Ellie Hatfield down here. Felix lost the stick. Oh, never mind. Berube lost the stick. Grayson Damon. Butcher able to stop it on the line there. Kind of palmed the puck. Backhand. Ooh, that went in. That might have been slightly controversial. Cunningham. Back to the point. Surratt flubs on it. Moves it up. Grayson Damon. Grayson Damon. Good job by Shea Surratt. Does get the shot off. Rebound. Nice. 2 saves by Mitchell Carr. Sawyer, back to the line. Berube throws it in. Sam Gilbert in there, battling with Shea Surratt. Shea Surratt kicks it up to himself. Shea Surratt moves it over to Jack Merrill. Jack over for Sawyer Tremblett. Sawyer Tremblett able to get it down. Berube's going to be the first one to it. Berube's got Cohen Butcher coming on him. Chase O'Brien. Brett Proctor comes and cuts him off. I know Chase and Red, I think, pretty good buddies. Chase O'Brien gets it out front. Nice little poke there by number 16, Hooper. Put it on net. Mitchell there for the save. Sawyer Tremblett. Off the boards. O'Brien. Through the middle. Hooper around the boards. Looks like Cooper's going to leave it for Cohen Neal. Cohen Neal with it, just puts it off the boards. Wesley's trying to get on side here. It was an icing. 7:11 remaining of the second period, 1-1 hockey game. The goal scorers, Rhett Proctor for the Sussex team, Sam Gilbert for the Hampton team. I would say both unassisted. I could be mistaken about that, but well, actually Sam's was put up to him by somebody. No, Sam's was definitely assisted. Brett. Oh, fires it right at the ref. Parker McLaughlin, I think Declan Tabor took him out. He almost gets Declan in return. Moves it back for Rhett. We're down into our zone now, though. We're retreating. Retreating in hockey's never what you want to do. Right out front there. Nice opportunity for the Hampton team. That came together pretty good. Ethan Fowler on the doorstep there. Wesley able to move it over for... I hope I didn't just lose everybody. For some reason, the screen went black there twice. Shot. High glass. Wesley Tabor. I probably lost everybody there for a while. I hope I haven't. The phone automatically connected to the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi here is very bad. The data is very good. I don't know why it automatically did that. I just turned off the Wi-Fi. I hope that fixed everything. Chris Williams, if you're watching, please let me know. Tipped up. Foul along the boards. Allie Hatfield, and there is a whistle. Again, I can't see YouTube comments just because I'm using a third-party app, but if somebody wants to text me and let me know that the feed is still working, I would appreciate that. Again, it switched to Wi-Fi, and then I turned off Wi-Fi. I don't know if that would have dropped me or not. .5:14 remaining. Okay, perfect. Looks like we're still on the air. Thank you, my fine viewership. Back to Shea Surratt. Shea Surratt. Thank you also. This update brought to you by the Cask and Kettle. 3 locations, St. John, Grand Bay, and Rosse. Here comes Jack Merrill. Back to the point. Thrown down deep. Landon Rankin. Brett Proctor being a horse for us tonight. Very good game so far. Tries to backhand it in, isn't able to get past all the front players. It moves back and finds the puck though. Gets hooked, drops the stick. Kind of played it up a little bit. He was hooked in there by Jace O'Brien. Did do a little extra to get the call. This power play brought to you by Sussex Tire. If you need tires, go to Sussex. Proctor Mechanical. Power play coming up. Got to fix my power play clock. Power play for the Sussex team. This will be the second power play for Sussex. On the first one, we scored very quickly. Brett Proctor with the goal on that one. This will be our second opportunity. Hampton yet to have a power play. We have a man in deep here. Brett goes back to Cooper Gregg. Cooper moves it up for Emmett Tabor. Emmett loses it. Thrown in deep by the Hampton team. Brett Proctor going to be the first one there. He's got Ryan Boyce on him. Ryan Boyce giving him some pressure in deep. Able to throw it back to Patrick Troop. Patrick Troop takes a pretty good shot in. Cooper Gregg's going to be the first guy there. Rhett moves it up for Emmett. This is the first zone time we've had of this power play. Emmett shoots. Emmett likes to take a pretty hard angle shot most of the time. He likes to go in pretty deep. He gets off to that side. I would say it's kind of a lower percentage shot. Mitchell, brave as brave can be up there against Landon Rankin. Just patience. Mitchell, one of the better puck-playing goalies you're going to find, certainly at this age. They try to throw it out. Patrick does. It hits Emmett Tabor. We got a line change going on. 35 seconds remaining of the power play. Mitchell Carr plays it up the boards. Mitchell being very confident with that puck. Here comes Jay Cunningham. Jay takes a shot from way out. Hits Frank with it. Frank a little outside of his net. Sawyer Tremblett. Sawyer off the back wall. Jay's hard angle shot. Puts it wide. Gonna come back to Surratt. Surratt just puts it back down for Butcher. Butcher backhands it off the feet of the referee. Butcher finds it. It's in his feet now. Butcher. Right out front, loose puck shot, goal! Sawyer Tremblett. Second power play goal. Penalty just ending that second. I would consider it a power play goal. Sawyer Tremblett. Some good puck motion gets out to him, and Sussex takes the lead. It's a 2-1 hockey game with 2:04 remaining of the second period. I know 2 goals doesn't sound like a lot, but we've had a lot of games where we haven't got over that 1-goal hump. So it's good to see us with a 2-goal game. Sometimes when we get rolling, we keep rolling. So hopefully this is the start to some goal scoring for us. It's one thing with this U13 league, a lot of 2-1 games and 3-2 games. Collision along the boards. Brett Proctor. Sammy Gilbert gets it over for number 13, I think it was. I don't know if they have a number 13. I'm not sure who that was on the far side. Might have been Grayson Damon. Might have been 43. Cooper Gregg moves it over for Proctor. Proctor. Gregg. O'Neill throws it in. Frank covers it. 1:13 remaining of the second period is a 2-1 hockey game, Sussex Rangers. Goal scorers, Sawyer Tremblett, Brett Proctor for the Sussex side, and on the other side, Sam Gilbert. Here comes Hampton. Crosses half. Into the zone. Cole Hooper. Cole Hooper battling with Shea Surratt. Gets a little help there though. Mitchell kicks it out to the side. Mitchell again had an unfortunate goal in the first couple seconds of the game. He's been solid ever since. Which is good. He has no backup. Nolan forgot his gear. I guess I could be blamed for that as well, but either way, we're here with no gear. Shea Surratt off the boards. To Merchant. Hard angle. Shot. Goal. Just over the shoulder of Frank. Frank went down a little early. The Merchant picks his spot. And Sussex, with 29 seconds left, establishes a 2-goal lead. Sussex keeping their season alive. Again, they need these 2 points just to tie Hampton at this point. Here comes Winters. Hampton able to throw it in. Berube. Stopped along the boards. Hampton's going to come out with it. Throw off to the side of the net. Nice centering pass. Berube lines up. Shot. Tipped. Into the feet. Loose puck. Mitchell doesn't quite get it. They score. 2.5 seconds remaining. Hampton, New Brunswick on the board with 2 seconds left. I'm not even sure who got that. Let's see here. It looks like it is Ryan Boyce. Again, Ryan Boyce, one of the more dangerous players on this Hampton team. And we're back to a 1-goal game with 2 seconds remaining of this period. A little bit of excitement to end that one. Again, we ended the first period with a 1-1 score. We are now at a 3-2 score. Sussex going into the third with a 1-goal advantage. Mitchell, I think, went to cover that with his glove, and just a little poke there by Ryan Boyce was able to just get it out from under it before his glove came down on it. Again, Mitchell's been very solid. I'll try to recap the goals for you. Sam Gilbert, in the first 16 seconds of the game, was able to find himself behind the defenseman and found himself on a breakaway, put it in. Power play goal later. Rhett Proctor came down. He had a passing option there with Emmett. People kind of cheated over to look at Emmett, I think, and then Rhett went for the shot just over the shoulder, putting us back to tie game. And then we had the Sawyer Tremblett goal. Another just dying seconds of a power play there. And then Ryan DeMerchant came in, same idea over the shoulder. And then right a moment ago, Ryan Boyce making a 3-2 game. Just a little bit of a cluster in front of the goalie, able to find the loose puck and poke it in. Puck moved up. Battle down deep in the boards here. Chip back to the back. Surratt. Oh, it would have been Butcher's goal if that went in, but Shea Surratt, the only kid in the team without a goal right now. It would have been nice to see him get that. It's funny because he's maybe one of my first picks for putting a team together. He's a very solid defenseman. Chip along the boards. Sawyer's just going to move it along behind the net. Ellie Hatfield into the corner with Jay Cunningham. Patrick Troop with them as well. Cohen Berube picks it up. Berube loses it to Sawyer. Sawyer goes for a pass, but nobody's really there for it. It's going to come back for Surratt, but it's poked around him. Good job there by Grayson Damon. Gilbert comes out with it, puts it back to Damon. Lots of green shirts all around them. Sam Gilbert with it again, though. Centering pass. Attempt right out to Landon Rankin. Landon gets 2 or 3 shots at it. Puck's loose outside the net. Sam Gilbert down low. Comes back out for Sawyer Tremblett. Thrown up over. Again, a lot of these guys are going to be foundation members this spring. Gilbert, Landon, Sawyer, etc. Brett Proctor. Thrown behind the net. Cooper Gregg. Cooper throws it into the zone. Ryan Boyce. Attempted backhand. Shot. Goal. Number 16, Cole Hooper, ties the hockey game. Comes in, finds that loose puck, lets the clapper go. 9:34 remaining of the third period. Ryan Boyce doing a lot of damage in there. A loose puck left, and Cole Hooper finds it. We got a new hockey game. 9:34 remaining. I would say Hampton needs these points a little less than we do. They could start running away with it if they get it. Declan Tabor kind of getting squished in there as a linesman. Jack Merrill. Jack moves up the boards to Merchant. Back to Jack. Jack forces it out. Jack to the outside. He's got Emmett Tabor and Felix with him. Good job by the Hampton team, able to take the puck away. Jack finds it again though. Keeps getting bumped into by the defenseman there. I'm not sure which one. I think it's the captain, Morrison. Emmett Tabor covering back for Jack. Thrown up. Back to Emmett. Jack's winners. Jack's winners with the puck in his feet. Good job by Shea Surratt. Breaks up the play. Puck's right on the line there. Comes out. I believe this is Winners still. Winners throws it in. Hampton behind the net. Back to the point. Shot. Doesn't get through. Another shot. I think that might have been a goal. I think that hit Schwein. We might have got away with one there. It wasn't actually too many. It was just a bad change by us. We only actually had 4 guys on the ice. But I do think that was a goal. Nobody seems to care on either side. Nobody seemed to notice it, but that didn't hit bar. .801 remaining. Sawyer throws it down deep. Landon Rankin. Right up front. Cole Hooper. Patrick Troop. Shot. Glove down by Rhett. Thrown forward. Rhett Proctor. Shoots off the backboards. Comes out front. Jay Cunningham. Sawyer Tremblett with it. Sawyer into the far corner. Able to stay in there. Good job by Jay Cunningham back checking. Sawyer Tremblett along the wall. It's going to come along the far wall. Rhett Proctor with it. Rhett trips. Cole Hooper, the last goal scorer. Hard angle shot. .624 remaining of the hockey game. It is a tie hockey game. It's going to be thrown down. It's going to be icing. Face-off coming back in the Sussex zone. 3-3 hockey game. 6:16 remaining. Wesley Tabor. Wesley. Shea Surratt. Brian Boyce with it. Put over into the corner. Sam Gilbert gets knocked down by Jack Merrill, throws it towards the net. It's underneath the Frank. Came off the backboards and is under him. He's smart not to move. 5:22 remaining in the hockey game. Damon shot, glove save, Mitchell. Nice attempt by Grayson Damon. Good eye there by Mitchell Carr. Big glove save. Again, I got the butterflies going. We really need this one. Ellie Hatfield up against Emmett Tabor. Emmett has it behind the net. Sam Gilbert's going to be the first guy there. DeMerchant ties him up. Ellie Hatfield puts it back into the zone. Damon with it. Grayson Damon into the feet of the referee. Cooper Gregg. Cooper Gregg tries to get past Ellie. Ellie, nice little poke there. Cooper battling down low. Over for Ellie. Ellie goes out front for Sam. He gets past him, comes out of the zone. Morrison around the boards. Brett Proctor, first one to it. Brett moves it up for Felix. Felix moves it into the middle for Emmett. Morrison throws it back into the Hampton zone, or the Sussex zone. Here comes Landon Rankin. Landon Rankin far to the outside, goes behind the net, looking for a passing play. Goes for back to Wanamaker. Wanamaker with it. Cale Wanamaker tries to throw it in. Hits traffic. Landon Rankin. Brett Proctor. Brett Proctor up for Felix Travis. Felix Travis off the boards, up for DeMerchant. Gets tied up with Chase O'Brien, goes down, Bradley Morrison picks it up. Bradley Morrison turns directions. Tries to move it up for Hooper, Cole Hooper with it. Cole Hooper gets brought down by Felix. Felix Travis. Felix, a little poke by Landon Rankin. Cale Wanamaker able to throw it up out of the zone. Brett blows the tire. Emmett just backhands it the other way. Brett. Frank, kind of a risky move there. Uses the stick. The paddle is off the ice and directs it up into the glass. Emmett. Cunningham along the side wall. Hampton able to break out. I think this is Ryan Boyce. I haven't seen his number yet, but looks like him. It is Ryan Boyce. Tremblett. Boyce gets it into his feet. Tremblett kicks it forward. Jack Merrill tries to continue it out. Unable to do so. Hampton able to hold the zone. Jack's winners. Jack Merrill with it. Jack Merrill over for Butcher. Ellie Hatfield able to hold the zone. Winners puts it in deep. Brett Proctor picks it up. 2 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the hockey game. Sawyer goes across for Cohen Butcher. Cohen Butcher. Bounces off the top of the net. Backhand attempt. Frank finds it. Frank's got it covered. Again, in the event of a tie here, Hampton will remain 2 points ahead of us. We do have a game in hand, but we have a couple teams we haven't had great success with. Back to the point. Shea Surratt. DeMerchant, backhand. Picked out of the air there by number 9. Number 9 is Wesley Frazee. Ellie Hatfield gets it in. Grayson Damon continues it on. Jack Merrill behind the net. Ellie Hatfield, good with the stick there. Shot, Grayson Damon. Hatfield right up front, loose puck. Hatfield might get it back. Good job, Jack, finding that puck. Minute and a half left of the hockey game. Shot. Frank with the save. That was a crucial save by Frank Brown. Good attempt by Jack. He's worked up about it. It was a good shot by Jack, a good save by Frank Brown. 1:19 remaining. Jay Cunningham on the draw. I think that's Jace O'Brien. Good job by Cooper Gregg. Hold that zone. Peeled that puck off Jace and held the zone there. Shipped up. Jace O'Brien with it again. Another little poke by Cooper Gregg. Jay Cunningham, real hard angle behind the net now. All kinds of green shirts in the, gray shirts out front. Jay's just skating with it. Takes the shot. Ooh, just a little wide. Last minute of play of the third and final period. Cohen Butcher. Cohen Butcher gets over Sawyer. Sawyer, this is the line I really liked before Christmas. Sawyer, Cohen, and Jay. I found they got a lot of zone time when they were together. 38 seconds counting down. Rhett Proctor with it. 38 seconds, Rhett! Lacking a little bit of urgency here of the Sussex team. I wonder if they realize how little time they have remaining. 22 seconds. Takes the shot, bouncing puck. Frank's going to cover that. 19 seconds remaining. Frank Brown coming up big when it's needed. We have too many players out there. Okay, the Merchant's coming off. Okay, we have Felix Travis, Emmett Tabor, Jay Cunningham, Cooper Gregg, and Rhett Proctor. This is our last drive. Winners. Tries to put it along the boards. Cooper Gregg's going to try to keep it in. Landon Rankin's able to get it out with 7 seconds left. Landon Rankin's going to get one last attempt to win this game for the Hampton team. Ellie Hatfield, shot wide. 1 second left, and that's the game. The end of the day, it was a tie. I believe this tie will be much more to the benefit of Hampton. Again, we have a game in hand. We have a chance to make it up. But we're going to have to go through one of the Fredericton teams or KV. That was a good hockey game. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Again, this live stream brought to you by Eversaw Construction. Till next time. Which I don't believe we have another game until the tournament, which is the next weekend.